So we use their own technology against them.
Precisely.
If you'd told me sooner, we could have planned for this.
It was feared that if the Reapers were aware of the catalyst's intended use, they would retake control of it. I am programmed to withhold that information until the Crucible is complete.
It's as ready as it's gonna be. Let's get it to the Citadel.
That may no longer be possible.
Why not?
The one who broke through my security protocols, the one you call the Elusive Man, has fled to the Citadel and informed the Reapers of our purposes.
Damn it!
Then the Citadel is in danger. The Reapers will take control of it.
They already have. The Citadel has been moved to the Reaper-controlled space.
Moved? To where?
To the system you refer to as Soul.
Of course.
Earth.
Correct. The Reaper forces will now consolidate power around the catalyst and protect it at all costs. The odds of accessing it are remote.
We were gonna face the Reapers head-on eventually. It doesn't really matter where it happens. We'll get the Crucible to Earth.
I hope you find success.
EDI, get me Hackett. He needs...
Bro, we have one more item in our to-do list.
Not
first.
so fast. You. He did warn you not to overstay your welcome.
Alright, let's end this now. I'm ready for you, Kaidan. You are nothing. You hear me? Nothing. I got all through all your defenses. What now? Here, have some grenades. Ooh, you are a fast one, Kaidan. Oh, really? You're gonna hide behind your server troops? Seriously, Kaidan? Coward.
You're using Reaper tech.
We evolve, or we die. Those are the others.
It's raining men. Hallelujah.
Is that the best you can do? You're still slow. The legs. Only slow because I'm not running.
Exactly.
You ran it. The Citadel. You ran on Thespian.
You're still running around, Kaidan, like a chicken with her head cut off. You coward.
Maybe not, but you won't be there to see it.
Stay down. Ooh, you're not very smart, Kaidan. This is not gonna end well for you, my friend.
That was profane, you son of a bitch.
I said stay down. I suggest you do it this time.
The Citadel is in position. The Reapers are preparing to complete their harvest of your species.
I'll stop them.
It is too late. I recommend investigating.
I'll stop them.
Hey, Shepard. That was rough.
It
so
was.
relieved to see you in one piece.
Ready to head home?
Home. Back to Earth. Oh yeah, I'm ready.
About time.
About freaking time. And if the Reapers mess with anything I left behind, I'm gonna be so pissed. See you topside, Shepard.
You too, my love.
Hey, Shepard.
See Kaidan. Let's do this. Kaidan.
Hey, Kaidan.
Hey. There you are.
You ready?
Absolutely. For anything. Bring it on.
Antibiotics division? Your students?
More than ready. Eager. That's youth for you. Guess we're old soldiers. Hey, Shepard?
Yeah. I guess we are.
Brothers in arms. We know the score. We know this is goodbye.
When this is over, I'm gonna be waiting for you. You'd better show up.
Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna fight like hell for the chance to hold you again. But listen, there's things I want to say. And looking back, I have a few regrets, but not many. That's pretty damn amazing, right?
It is.
Messed up kid that I was. Never would have dreamed of the life I've had. And I owe a lot of that to you, you know?
It's been quite a ride.
It sure has. But how are you doing? Scared?
Absolutely. Can't lie to you, Kaidan.
Damn straight I'm scared. But that fear's gonna keep me alive long enough to strike these bastards right through the heart.
Yeah. Exactly.
So... take care, Major.
Aww.
Stay safe.
This is so sad.
I should find the rest of my squad.
This is so sad.
Yeah.
You know, I've never been to London.
Kaidan.
Yes, Commander. Is there someone you'd like to reach?
Yes, Miranda.
Miranda Lawson.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
Commander, hope you don't mind me crashing this little party of yours.
Not at all. Feeling better?
Much. Got a few sideways looks from Alliance brass when I offered to help. They can't be choosy at this point.
I'm glad you made it.
Shepard, I wanted to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
If we both come back from this at all, everything will be different.
Sure, everything will change. But on our terms. We've been running until now, Miranda. It has to stop.
I understand.
This isn't goodbye. You have to believe we're not done yet.
Listening to you, I can believe it.
Good. And Miranda,
Yes,
be careful.
I promise. And you too, Shepard.
Aww. It's nice having Miranda still around.
Commander.
Was it this bad in your time?
Worse. I have been listening to the Krogan speak to his men. In our cycle, the races never came together. There was no rallying cry. I envy you.
Really? There's not much left out there.
The future is still out there. It is something my people could never say. There will be a tomorrow.
Only if we win today.
No one else has ever made it this far.
You came a long way, Javik. Further than anyone else here.
Very
And I
true.
look forward to fulfilling my mission. But you are now the avatar of this cycle, the exemplar of victory. Not just for humanity, or Turians, or Protheans, but for all life. Every soul that has ever existed is watching this moment.
Wow, no pressure.
Well, no pressure when you put it that way.
Do not waver. Victory is never won without difficult choices.
I know. I've had to make a lot of those.
There may be more. But I know you will see this through for all of us, no matter the cost.
If we actually pull this off, what'll you do afterwards?
Since my birth, life's only pursuit has been war. I look forward to seeing what peace looks like.
It's a
Oh,
big galaxy.
Perhaps I will write a book with the Asar, with Dr. Desoni. She suggests journeys with the Prothean.
that sounds
You do
sweet.
that?
I will need a job. There will be no Reapers left to kill. Thank you, Commander, for letting the last voice of the Prothean speak. It has been a privilege.
You too, Javik. That was a little different from my first playthrough, but, you know, just wanted to see what it would be like.
Shepard.
This war has brought you here today. It will define each of you. You may be a brother to someone, a daughter, a son. But today, you're a soldier. The Reapers gave you a purpose, and you accepted the challenge. You all chose to be here. Each of you chose to stand and fight. One way or another, this war ends today. There will be no second chances and no room for mistakes. Each of you needs to be willing to die to win the day. Anything less, and you're already dead. Expect no mercy, show no mercy. You fight, or you die.
I think my canon Clive was a little bit more inspirational than that, but eh. Alright, let's finish this off, boys.
A brave fight against impossible odds. No better way to do it.
We're in sight of the target. All right, everyone. This is it.
Oh boy.
Shit.
There it is. There's Harbinger. Looks like he has a mustache. In this angle. Like the shadow looks like a evil mustache.
We gotta move! Come on!
Alright. Let's do this.
Armor squads! Go, go, go!
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculously insane. Oof. Oh no. No. Kaidan. Jimmy.
Normandy, do you copy?
I need an evac, right now! Come on!
Take him.
Here! Take him! Shepard! You gotta get out of here.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Don't argue with me, Kaidan.
Don't leave me behind.
Oh, Kaidan.
No matter what happens, know that I love you. Always.
I love you too. Be careful.
Oh, this is so sad.
Go!
Oh, these two, ever since Mass Effect 1, and the look on his face. Oh, poor Kaidan. Oh, poor Kaidan. Alright. So, seeing how this is a replay of my original Let's Play, I think I'm going to take advantage of the replay and actually doing something different for this final choice. Even though Synthesis is by far my favorite option, I'm going to go with my second favorite option, which actually is Control. A lot of people I know really love Destroy, and I definitely totally understand people who prefer Destroy. I know it's popular with a lot of people simply for the fact that that's the one that allows Shepard to possibly survive, although I know that that's not necessarily the only reason why people choose Destroy. Out of principle, I think a lot of it is just the principle of destroying the Reapers, and people just don't like the idea of Synthesis as much as I do, and people don't like the idea of basically legitimizing what the Elusive Man did, but or what the Lucian wanted. But I mean, I stand by one of the things I said in my previous Let's Play thoughts on the ending, my previous video, is that just because the Elusive Man thought this was the best solution does not necessarily mean that does not necessarily mean it's a bad or quote-unquote evil solution. I mean, yes, the Elusive Man was definitely our antagonist, but I believe that doesn't necessarily mean that this choice is a bad or wrong choice. So, this Clive is going to go for it, because I believe that he would do a great job. Although I feel horribly sad for Kaidan. He's the one. I feel worse for Kaidan than I do for Shepard, honestly, because, you know, the saying, don't be sad for the people who died, be sad for the people who are still living, who were left behind. Don't weep for the dead, weep for the living. Vane. Kaidan.
All fleets, the Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
Joker, listen. We have to go. Damn it.
I just love this soundtrack. And I love all the scenes they added to the ending DLC. There it is. This one's blue as opposed to green. being controlled now. Such beautiful music. Mass relays. This music so much. I do miss the green glowing eyes though. That was, in my opinion, a cool touch in the synthesis ending. But it's okay. Have it. Let's have the control ending. Oh, I missed the leaves with the, you know, transistor-like texture. I missed that. Oh well, it's okay. We're gonna try something different this time. Oh, Jeffrey. Kaidan. Hey, Vega. Come on, Clive, let's hear you.
Infinite. Immortal.
He's so handsome.
The man I once used these words. But only now do I truly understand them. And only now do I understand the full extent of his sacrifice. Through his death, I was created. Through my birth, his thoughts were freed. They guide me now. Give me reason, direction. Just as he gave direction to the ones who followed him. The ones who helped him achieve his purpose. Now, my purpose.
Miranda. Oh, Kasumi.
To give the many hope for a future. To ensure that all have a voice in their future. The man I was knew that he could only achieve this by becoming something greater. There is power in control. There is wisdom in harnessing the strengths of your enemy.
I love the Geth. So good to see they're still alive.
I will rebuild what the many have lost. I will create a future with limitless possibilities. I will protect and sustain. I will act as guardian for the many.
That's good.
And throughout it all, I will never forget. I will remember the ones who sacrificed themselves. So that the many could survive.
Wow. Oh, this is the worst part. I'm so sorry, Kaidan. After all that, I'm so sorry. But at least you're still alive yourself. I know, that probably doesn't give you much more comfort.
And I will watch over the ones who live on. Those who carry the memory of the man I once was.
Aww.
The man who gave up his life to become the one who could save the many.
There we guys have it. Gay replay Mass Effect 3 with the Kaidan romance. One thing that I wanted to mention, you know, since we just saw the Control ending, many of you probably already know this by now, but what I thought was really cool about the Control ending is that it's slightly different depending on whether or not your Shepard is a Paragon versus a Renegade. The tone of the Control ending is different when he's Renegade, which I think is pretty awesome. So there's actually, you know, I guess 5 different ending sequences, I guess, if you include, you know, shooting the catalyst, and then, you know, both versions of the Control ending. So, yeah, I mean, it just still breaks my heart that unfortunately Kaidan was not able to, you know, be with Shepard at the very end. But, I mean, I think it's poetic because Steve Cortez wasn't able to be with the other version of Clive either. You know, first of all, I wanted to thank you guys for watching me play this Let's Play. especially if you've already seen me play this game before with my original Let's Play. It just really feels great to be able to come back to this game again, especially considering how this was the game that was my very first LP, and just revisiting again, and just playing through the entire trilogy from Mass Effect 1 has been so awesome. I really, really adore this game, especially, you know, after finishing up Mass Effect Andromeda, which I, for the record, really enjoyed. Again, your mileage may certainly vary. I feel it seems like I'm one of the people in the minority on that one, but I'm in the happy minority, I guess. But I mean, I don't want to get too much into Mass Effect Andromeda, because I wanted to focus more on the trilogy here. So yeah, so for this, I really loved the way that they handled the Kaidan romance in this one. And it's true, I just thought it was really interesting to see it if you started romancing Kaidan from Mass Effect 1. And even if you know, play the game in the vanilla way without any of the mods that I use to be able to romance Kaidan from, you know, from the first game, it works. You know, the way that they create that relationship, that next level relationship between Shepard and Kaidan, I thought worked really well. And all of the really awesome little romance things that they added in the DLCs were super fun, especially in the Citadel. I absolutely love this series. I really do. It's been several years since this game was released, and I know that there are still people who have very strong negative feelings towards the ending, and you are absolutely, you know, you are absolutely entitled and you have the right to feel that way. Me, as many of you probably know, I never had a huge problem with the ending, even with the original ending. I thought it was fine. I still stand by believing that they fixed a lot of the issues, in my opinion, that you could have with the ending. Many of them, you know, with the DLC that they sent out. And I remember again that many people hated the ending because they felt that so many of their choices didn't matter. And again, even to this day, I feel like your choices did matter throughout the whole game, because from the first game, because it mattered. It might not have mattered as much in the ending, but it mattered throughout the entire game itself. Your choices mattered during, you know, mattered when you were trying to secure the genophage. It mattered when you were trying to, you know, solve the Quarian Geth conflict. You know, it mattered when you did or didn't see certain characters throughout the playthrough. So I totally disagree with people. Again, this is all my opinion. This is completely my opinion. I totally disagree with people who felt that their choices didn't matter, because you can see it mattering. If you can argue that Mass Effect 3 is one giant ending, one giant 50+ hour ending. The whole thing, if you take it the whole thing as the ending, then yes, your choices did matter at the ending. People didn't like the fact that things came down to one choice near the end, and I think that choice mattered in the sense that it completely changes what the universe is like from that point forward, and how people rebuilt and how people recovered, and which races are still alive, whether the Geth are still alive or not. I think all of that totally matters. I do agree, though, that I thought they would have done a better job if they stuck with their original plan of dealing with a plot that's centered more around dark energy. That, I think, is the biggest thing that I think BioWare dropped the ball on with this ending. Is they really should have stayed with the original dark energy ending, and I felt like they would have had there not been the supposed leak that happened. And I feel like even if the plot leaked, I think they should have still kept with it, because it sounded like, from what I had read about what the original plot around Mass Effect 3 was supposed to be about, or the original ending about dark energy was supposed to be about, it sounded like that was an ending that made a lot more sense, because I think a lot of the logic with what the Catalyst was saying at the end, I think the reason why a lot of people hates the Star Child is because what he says just doesn't make sense, and it's so many things that we did throughout the trilogy contradicts what the Catalyst is saying, and I totally get that. Totally agree with that. So, but I mean, it's not a perfect game. I know it's not a perfect game, and even if I did believe that the ending was horrible, for me personally, the last 15 minutes of a game is not going to ruin a series for me, because I had such an incredible experience through all 3 games, and for me at least, the last 15 minutes wasn't that bad. And I feel like more people are raging over Mass Effect Andromeda, honestly. I think than they did with the ending of Mass Effect 3, and I probably am wrong about that. Maybe way more people, and I feel like I'm wrong about that. But yeah. Anyway, it's just my opinion. As I said, your mileage may vary. You're entitled to your own opinion as well. I love this game. At the end of the day, I love this game, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I had fun playing it. And if my opinion is quote-unquote wrong or incorrect, for me it's right, because at the end of the day I love the game and I enjoyed it, and I didn't feel like I wasted however many hours it took for me to play through the series. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. It felt so wonderful revisiting Clive again and seeing him I guess do his thing and have slightly different experiences from the original Clive Shepard. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and until next time, love yourselves and love each other.